coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Today, man, it's an honor and a pleasure, man, to be sitting here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ali ZOE Adams. You know, this man is he's the author of a movement. He's the author of several books. And you know, he just got his liberation back after 18 years. Y'all know I know what that is. So I want to welcome you home, my brother. You understand me?
Thank you, OG.
Welcome you home.
OG.
Already,
Thank you, Triple OG. The lane means a lot, man.
Absolutely.
The lane means a lot, Triple OG.
And I believe this man got a wealth of knowledge, man, that he can, you know, utilize and give back to a lot of people, man. And you know, I'm gonna support him the whole time he out here. I'm asking y'all if y'all follow me to do the same. But my brother, tell them who they talking to.
You talking to Ali ZOE Adams. Miami is my home, and being Haitian is something that I just don't want to be denied of. You know, Miami and being Haitian. Out of Miami, I'm ZOE Pound for life, and it's a movement. You know what I'm saying? Where you know what I'm saying, those that are not familiar with it, where it's labeled culturally as, you know, Jen Psaki, that worked for Joe Biden, her press secretary. Right. She was Haitian. And I saw she admitted she was a ZOE. You know, a police officer admitting he's a ZOE, right, a nurse, right, and a street person. So it's a culture. I don't got no issue with the philosophy of Bloods, Crips, and Vice Lord, but you know, ZOE Pound, you know, there's a lot of people that can, you know, 19 of us can say, okay, we all did this together. I got rights for it, but within my personal, you know, saying able to speak within your platform, you know, I just wanted to let it be known as culture.
Culture, yeah.
Because your bones, you know what ZOE mean?
Yeah, I heard you say it. I seen an interview where you said ZOE mean bone.
Bam.
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you say that, and that's one thing I wanted to bring up too. You know, just from my knowledge and from my observation, it seemed like a lot of people, or the most people that I ever just known, especially like publicly known, and they you know, they Haitian. You know, they. You know what I'm saying? They bang that. They wear that. You know what I'm saying? It's like something that's deep rooted in them. You know, and over here, you know, we you know, we different. We ain't, you know, a lot of people ain't got that type of pride. But what you know what I'm saying? What bring about that type of pride in you?
Well, with Triple OG, it's something that you giving credit to the whole culture, not me. So you're saying Haiti as
in a whole.
Just to hear the word Haiti. For a black man in America, it does something.
Right.
To the soul. I don't accept certain words. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about. Kellogg's, I don't know. I'm gonna throw it, smash it.
Yeah.
Facebook, Apple, I don't respect it. Branding. Whatever y'all taught me branding, but Haiti, Americans haven't done accepted it as those that read history also like, wow. Toussaint Louverture, Macadon, they went through that. And it's a great thing today, but I've been going around saying something today because I'm seeing the turmoil. It's like everybody has to be seeing it.
Right.
But I'm Haitian.
Right.
But it's going to be hard for American, those that love the history to really understand, or they don't want to understand what Haiti going through. Right. So seeing that they don't understand what Haiti going through, I'm in a position where I'm saying everywhere, am I being patronized because Haiti did this? Or are you going to look out? Ain't nobody looking out.
Right. Well, you know, a lot of times people will say things need to be done, and they'll cry about things, they'll whine about things. You're in a position now, and you're doing what a lot of people should be doing. It's you know what I'm saying? You could be the vanguard of that, just like you was the vanguard of, you know, the movement for ZOE Pound. it's like this, you know, you got a voice, man. You got a very, very powerful voice. The reason you got a powerful voice is from what you did in the past. You know what I'm saying? But your voice can even get stronger by what you do in the future.
Right.
You understand? Because like I say, you just came home from 18 years. How long you had your liberation?
Yeah, for 5 months.
5 months. Woo! I thought you was out like for a minute. 5 months.
I came out, man. Like
the air smell good, don't it?
Stallion horse.
Trying
to win a race.
Yes.
Blinders on.
Right. But you moving around, you get into it. The world, how much has the world changed from your eyes, from your perspective, and how much has, you know, Ali changed from your perspective, from then to now?
The world has changed to me for technology from a perspective where, you know what I'm saying, I'm studying. So I see, okay, the studying keep going.
Right.
But then I done hit it hard like a stallion horse.
Right.
So I'm trying to paint a picture as into what I went through. And I don't want the kids to go through what I went through. And I'm trying to paint the past knowing I'm not into nothing illegal.
Right.
But I'm just trying to, because I saw the 80s and the 90s. And the person had a little infatuation with it.
Right.
So, you know, if you know, but it's like I understand today that I really have to walk. I'm starting to understand you got to watch what you say and give game and understand that I am not the man that I was yesterday.
Absolutely.
But it's hard to sell it.
Right.
Because I like to be
but
cool.
It don't,
you know what I'm saying?
But you can still do that because your life is a testimony. See, that's what we get caught up in now. We in the social media world. See, people get caught up on what's said instead of what's being done. You can say and move the way you want to move, but what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You're doing things right now to educate people, you know, on Haiti. You're doing things to educate kids on what you've been through, and that's not the route to go. You understand? You ain't got to be what you was. You can always be what you want to be. Every day we can wake up and redefine ourselves. You understand? And I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I did an interview before with Freeway Ricky Ross. I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I told him. And shout out to Freeway Ricky Ross.
Okay, Freeway Ricky, the real Rick Ross.
The real Rick Ross.
Real Rick Ross. Get it be known.
And it's the same thing I said about you, man. Whether you accept this or not, I pray that you do. But man, if you can do the things that you've done when you had to do it, and you felt like that's the space that you was in, brother, you have the intellect. Just with these, you have the intellect to run a Fortune 500 company. You have that. You have the skills, the organizational skills. You gonna get there.
No, how you get there?
I ain't there. I'm not there.
But you're speaking to me in a great tone, right?
Yeah.
In the somber. But then again, you did 33 years.
I did 33 years.
You have to deal with this.
Yes.
You got to deal with Shelley's. You got to deal with
every type of man known to a human. I had to deal with. You had to deal with it in the 18 years. You had to deal with being incarcerated. You would listen. The thing about incarceration is this. This is the punishment. This is the punishment in being incarcerated. The most valuable thing that we own on this planet is time. That is it. If you're making a cake of life and you have all the ingredients, you need this, you need the flour, you need this. If you take out time, life ceases to exist. Exactly. Wasn't the most powerful thing. See, people spend their money more cautiously than they spend their time. When money can't get you more time, but time can get you more money. You understand? So that's the most valuable thing we have. So when you get locked up, what do? They remove you from everything you love and every.
Well, I would give away everything I went through
to have that
for
back.
That 18 years time.
Absolutely.
I know I could have did
Absolutely.
it, man.
You could have been a billionaire by now.
Man, I could have ride that thing. I'm telling you, I want to chastise.
Yes.
Tulsa, almost all them.
Yes.
Black way.
Yes. Listen.
Our way, and like, this how we coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Elon Musk would give every dime he had today if it would save his life if he had an illness. Do you know how I know? Because Steve Jobs would have did it.
Yep.
They had all the money in the world, but when
Larry King got his body on ice.
Yes.
He think somebody gonna build him back.
No.
Yeah, they cool.
Listen, man, your health is your wealth. Your knowledge and your health, that's your wealth. I don't care what your bank account say. If you ain't healthy, you ain't wealthy. You understand? And you healthy and you wealthy with knowledge, man. You can guide a whole young generation on what not to do.
Yeah, man.
On what not to do.
Fact.
Sure, I could teach you or tell you to go out here and get money like I did with ZOE and stand on your own and put your flag in the ground and say, this how we doing it and ain't nobody gonna stop it. Yeah, I could do that. But I also got to tell you about the 18 years they took from my life. When I don't know if I got 18 out here.
Yeah, direct order. When the police say direct order, who win?
Yeah,
child follow? Do you follow the CO?
No.
When he said direct order?
Yeah.
Stop acting like you don't follow.
Yeah.
You about to go live like that.
Like that.
How many direct orders you get?
Too many.
No, you get one.
Two. Oh yeah, you get one direct order to do something, and then they down on you. Oh yeah, of course.
That's how to live.
Yeah.
Ain't no debating back and forth like blacks.
Nah.
You about to live in a what? Direct order.
A direct order.
Try, and the CO like, try me twice.
Yeah.
Hey, grab that.
Yeah. And you can't win.
I said, put him right here, take his commissary, take his visit, take his phone. I told him to grab that. He ain't get it, military style. Let's ride.
Yeah. Separation.
You like, damn. Separation. Hey, I was just trying to. Now you living like a wimp.
Right.
And you talking about you ain't.
And see, this is what I'm saying about organization, right? What you was able to do was to organize, you know what I'm saying, this open. You was able to organize that whereas it was moving in unison. This is the problem with us in life. We ain't never been able to organize. Take that and put it in prison form. Prisoners on any prison outnumber all the guards. But we're never organized. We always divided. So that's why we got to take what? Direct orders. You understand me? You got somebody in there 18 years old telling you as a 40, 50-year-old man what to do, and you got to do it. Point blank.
180 inmates. How many correction officers?
One. And that could be a female.
He talking about he run shit.
Man, get out.
And it could be a female.
Yeah, it could be a female.
Alex, I mean,
yeah. Hey, everybody go to your set.
Hey, y'all boys get y'all ass off.
Yeah, they move. You got to.
They what?
They move.
And now they don't want to move.
Then they don't want to move.
When you try, triple OG trying to holler at
you
want to chastise.
Yeah.
And somebody I could go do 10 and let him tell me how to move, I guess.
That's one of the greatest misconceptions. That's one of the most asinine things that I ever heard anybody say. And I can do 5.
And I think
I can do 10.
And I think there's infatuation with I think I kind of heard this rapper told me, well, if I need to do 2-3 years and get my credibility up, I could do the time. That ain't none, but I need. You don't go by that route?
Yeah.
You trying to go by that route?
Have you ever, in your whole years of living and your 18 years of doing time, know anybody that could say, I'm going to prison and I know when I'm coming out? That's a myth. The lawyer can't tell you when you're coming out. Your mama can't tell you. Your daddy can't tell you. Because I seen dudes go in there and get killed the first day. I seen dudes get killed on the day before they went home. It ain't nothing guaranteed in prison, man. You know that. Things happen in a split second. So for you to say...
What about a kicker?
Huh?
What's a kicker?
I don't know what they call it down here.
For the liquor.
Oh, for the liquor?
Yeah. You know how you put... I want to tell public how it looked. When I was drinking liquor too. You got to put potatoes.
Oh, yeah. Y'all call it different in the feds. Yeah.
Bread.
Mm-hmm.
3 pounds of
Gatorade.
sugar. All Jolly Ranch. When you look at it, you say, damn. But then when you make it, now you done created a brain. And they're like Johnny Walker. It's say now. But it got put it in the garbage. But there's 180 dudes here, and he done made Johnny Walker. And if somebody goes steal it, now I'm from Florida, he from D.C., we might end up stabbing each other, and then we come to find out it happened because of a kicker.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what happens. That's exactly what's happening. Oh, you saying, I know what you mean with the kicking that. That's the part they take out and they save it for the next batch and put it to the side. Yeah, I know exactly what we called it something else in there.
How a person get killed off?
Oh, yeah, you could get killed off. I seen dudes in there get killed off of a 30-cent noodle. When you get out of prison, that noodle is nothing. It's you can go in the store and see, man, when I first went in the store, I don't know how you felt when you first went in the store. I first went in the store and I see all this. I'm like, good Lord. I didn't even know they had that many brands of noodles. Right. You understand? And it holds value in there. Out here, there's no value.
Why the thrill of hip-hop creates a barbarian where it's like, I want to go through this. I want to go through this.
But how many of them do you see this actually going through it? How many, even furthermore, how many of them you see when they get in the position to go through it ain't crying bloody murder to get out? You know, one of the main things that's the misleading with the hip hop. Thug out there, and there's just nothing against Thug, but Thug got out in one of the first songs he got on. He said, "Man, I wasn't even worried about doing time. I was having my way, and I ain't even never feel like I was locked up."
He wailing, man.
But yeah, you know he is, because if you won't work, you took a plea bargain, and a month later, the same people on your case got found not guilty. You wanted to get out so bad that you took a plea bargain,
as you should.
But you'll get on wax. And you will mislead a generation of young dudes.
Why your spirit wanted out.
Yeah.
Man, I needed that.
Yeah.
I'm on bitches. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
They ain't
everyone got a different reason. 8.8 billion people, we all got a different fingerprint.
Absolutely.
What's your reason is yours.
Yeah. But don't act like you did you have your way.
Man, don't cover that shit up like that, man. You know what it is.
Direct
you know that
order.
shit is miserable. Direct order.
Yeah.
You know what El Chapo said?
He
just filed a motion for malnutrition. The hamburger.
Oh yeah, listen,
what
bro.
He thought he was gonna get?
Ain't nobody having their way in prison.
Ain't no food. They like, damn, no food. Man, in Illinois, they don't give you no piece of chicken.
They don't give it in Virginia.
Every 6 months, no piece of chicken either.
No, they had a whole chicken ride, a whole French fry ride. You ain't getting no French fries or no chicken in VA.
For 18, for all them years, a piece of chicken. Man, that's worth it alone.
Yeah, ain't none of that. Yeah, ain't no barnyard pimp. Ain't no barnyard pimp, man.
That's too many years without that did.
And that's what being doing time is, man. They separating you from everything you love and everyone you love. So the bottom line is, if you don't want to be separated from the things you like, the things you enjoy, the things you love, then you got to find a way to prosper out here legally. That's as simple as that. And when you're talking about a guy like you who can prosper at, a huge rate, that's been proven. You can do it legally, and you can be.
I'm going through a lot of obstacles. Let's say I got a movie.
Okay.
The Jews are doing very great. They're in a great position. I'm watching Will Smith, Kevin Hart, all them go apologize. I'm sorry. So, but now when you bring something, because a place like Stars is nothing, you got Universal, Warner Brothers, right. Sony. So it's like when you go talk to the Jews and the writers, it's as they just they own the media. But when you go in, now that you don't preparation, every story looks like they trying to say rags to you was poor, sold drugs, got rich. They're asking, what's the difference?
Well, it's easy. What's the difference? The difference is, just like you just said a couple of minutes ago, 8 billion people in the world, everybody got a different fingerprint. 8 billion people in the world, everybody got a different story. Who can say they did what you did? You understand? And see, you got to get to the point, you got to get it in your mindset the same way, whatever your mindset was when you sit down there and you conceptualize that I'm going to put this ZOE together, this is going to be Haitians, we not going to be denied this, that, and the third. So you got to have that same mindset, because when you did that, like you say, with 19 strong, you didn't have the streets in Miami. People was already in position. People was already in power. People was already doing what they wanted to do, and you said, I'm going to do it. And you carve your lane in it. Why? Because you didn't say no. So the same way you trying to get your movie out, you trying to get your books out, you got to use that same brain thought process to say, I ain't going to be denied. I did it before, I can do it again. That would be your legacy. You understand me? Not this ZOE, not being locked up 18 years. I do what I do because I don't want to be remembered for just doing 33 years. That ain't what I want to be remembered for. You understand me? But you have the capacity to do that. And that right there, that's like a birth of a whole new nation, man.
Yeah.
You understand me?
It really
yeah.
can be.
Movies, books, man. You done wrote books. You got movie. You got merch.
Yeah,
you
baby.
is a movie.
On,
you is a
man,
movie.
Banky,
you a movie, bro.
Come on, baby. I'm gonna talk about some shoot 'em up, bang, bang.
No, man. We done did that. Yeah. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
Give me one.
And just give me one. Give me one. Talk about it. But where you at now? That's what they want to know.
Right.
That's what they want to know. See, all that goes in the movie.
Whoa.
All that goes in the movie. You don't give it to them. You let them go buy it. You let them go purchase. They know. They done heard about it. I wanted to ask you this question. Maybe you can answer this question. Okay. The Will Smith in Martin Lawrence movie, when they out there, and they said, in one point in the movie, and they said, yeah, man, we got to get up out here, man, the ZOE posse coming. Woo. Okay, first and foremost, how did that conceptualize, and how did that make you feel? See what I'm saying? Knowing that you one of the founders of this, that they had so much respect that became a part of history, my bro. Yeah.
19 of us stayed in this house. We lost Lil Wolf and Lil Rambo. And ours got burnt up. Somebody chopped their hands off, burnt the house, took the AC out. And rumor is going around, if you look at Bad Boys 2, that the Colombians, you know what I'm saying, come find out the Ochoa brothers, you know what I'm saying, the Rodriguez brothers, you know what I'm saying, like Bad Boys 2 perpetrated, you know what I'm saying, Escobar, you know what I'm saying, they want to know who these Haitians is on their port of Miami.
Right.
Because I was on the port.
Right.
We was on the port. And we running up in here, we hit 600 and something bricks, 400 and something bricks. We young. You know what I'm saying? We number 16, 17, the oldest is 18. Everybody got drug spots, but the port is our territory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was the ZOE territory. The rumor is out, but it was so profitable. We making so much good money. We wasted it. The money went to limo, Gold Tee, the Chevy, and helped our Haitian people that was in Haiti. We damn near broke every time in 6 months because there was no knowledge. It was just like everybody turned to Robin Hood.
Right.
And that's what's got to stop. Because that's what made you thought love was giving everything out my pocket. Huh?
Right.
Now I ain't got it.
Now who gonna help you get it? You see what I'm saying?
Same one. But I gave you, I'm trying to give you everything.
Right.
Then you got most of them. You be like, damn, how could a person, get you tight where you kind of find out the tribal of what we lived in the 80s and 90s wasn't tribal. It was a good organizational structure, but it wasn't tribal as far as how you're supposed to trust your homeboy. Because I keep saying loyalty is to die for somebody. Banky shouldn't die for me.
Right.
I do a podcast, I do it in my trust and he on time, boom, boom, boom. To lay your life down to die for me?
Right.
I don't want to live like that with a dude.
Right.
No more, it's dead.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing it for nobody. It's over. Haiti, cool, that's it.
Yeah.
Jesus, Haiti, that's it. Mom, hey,
kids. Yeah.
Kids, I'm starting to trip on the kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But
like I say, for them to have that in the movie, man, that alone that's gonna live in, you know what I'm saying, forever. You know what I'm saying?
1.7 billion will have made it.
You see what I'm saying?
250,000 flat I got.
You see what I'm saying?
No percentage.
But your name will be here when you gone. Yeah. Your movement will be here when you gone. So what's the next chapter for Ali? What we doing now? What we doing? How you gonna get it done? You figured it out then. Well, how you gonna get it done now?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get consulted. Preparation. Manager Alex, we dispute because there has to be a change of, education. It's like you gotta just educate. I gotta educate me. You
do. I mean, you was gone for 18. You have the knowledge of certain things, but you have to be open to understand that other people got knowledge and certain expertise. You know what I'm saying? I make videos every day. I couldn't even begin to tell you how to edit. I couldn't begin to tell you how to, go on the internet and do this. I don't do that. I make the videos. I sit behind the mic. I make the videos from the knowledge that I already got in my brain. So that's automatic. I ship all of that to my son, and he do the rest. You understand? I entrust him to do that. You understand? You have to entrust the people that's around you to guide you in the right way of certain things that you don't have knowledge of. Your knowledge is of your experience. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The things you've been through. You got the whole package. Yeah. You just need the other pieces. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To help you put the puzzle together. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? With the movies, with the books, with the movement. You understand? And you, man, listen, bro, you could possibly be getting big type pay just to speak to kids and colleges and you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Just to sit up there and talk with the knowledge that you already got in your brain.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How you handle the last negative you went through?
How do I handle the last what?
Negative since you've been out that you went through. I don't know, dispersed at the mall. Somebody pull a gun. I don't know. Anything that you might have went through since you've been out. I know exactly. How you handle a negative that came to you that was detrimental? That
I'm getting ready to tell you. I'm getting ready to tell you. This is one of my philosophies. When I was younger, and even when I was in prison, I always did what I first thought. I always did what I first thought. You oppose me, I'm swinging. I'm doing my first thought. Now I don't do what I first think. I think about what I do. See that? I don't do what I think. I think about what I do. Because now I know what I do will cost me one way or another. We all got to pay. You understand me? So just because you wrong and you pissed me off or you did something to hurt me and you wrong, just because I do what I do, they not going to see it in the eyes of me being right. You understand? Because every consequences, you know, every action has consequences. So what I do now is I try to keep all negative energy away from me. If I see that this vibe ain't right and these people ain't good for me, I don't be around. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't been through what I've been through. Everybody that you deal with, probably 90-some% of the people you deal with ain't going to be able to say they did 18 years.
Some that's forced through business to be around.
Yeah, they forced through business
to be around. What about if you forced through business to be around them?
But you still,
negativity.
If they got negativity, the business might not be good. The business might not be good. What's more greater, especially after doing 18 years, what's more greater than you than your peace? What's more greater than you than your peace?
Time in my peace,
nothing. So if somebody is breaking your peace, the business ain't gonna be good because you will always be agitated. You got to be around people that's pushing the same type of energy that you pushing to trying to get on the same path that you getting on, trying to get to where you trying to go. If everybody, if somebody in the car is going this way and then somebody trying to go the other way, then y'all on the treadmill of life. You understand me? You ain't going nowhere.
If you
when somebody really get up under your skin while you out here and you have that old Ali thought, make sure you have that old cell thought too. You know what I'm saying? Have that old cell thought, like what that cell felt like, like what that direct order meant, like what going to child meant, like what stand for count meant. You know what I'm saying? People act like they act out here. You and I both know that because they don't know what's on the other side.
You sitting in a child.
Yeah.
DC sitting here.
Yeah.
Florida sitting here.
Yeah.
Aryan Nation sitting here. You know much camaraderie of gangsters, but I can't tell Aryan Nation not to talk at their table. But I still hear you. You stupid niggas. They've been seeing these fucking niggas. They should bond on them out. Dumb niggas, January 6th, you stupid niggas. Because, you know, they can say what they say because we can't check them.
Right.
That's not our business. But it's, you checking these right on the streets. But when you get in prison.
You see what I'm saying? See, okay.
I bet what he said.
Yeah.
That white boy gonna give you what you looking for.
He gonna give you all of it.
He said all of it. He won't stop.
All of it.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, I wish you would even aim at him.
Yeah.
Hey, they fucking, and they put good work.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. But see, that's what you call right there. That's what we talk about. That's discipline. Do you know how many dudes will be in prison, man, and working in the chow hall and working in the gym and come out here and tell me I can't work?
Yeah.
What? You ain't getting nothing but some pennies in there and you can't work? So it's the same thing. You know, it's not so much that the Earn Nation gonna do this, because you're gonna do what you gotta do too. But you trying to avoid that because it's not beneficial to you.
But you don't mind your business. Why you can't mind your business on the street?
On the street. They don't know it because a lot of people on the street ain't got the experience that we got. They ain't got the discipline that we got. They don't know how to mind their business. They want somebody to teach them, but it ain't got to be you. You know what I'm saying?
Who gonna do it then?
I'm gonna tell you.
You have to have a mentor to look up to and talk to. You must. Everybody.
But that's why you got crash outs out here. I'm gonna tell you one of the best advice I ever got in prison. Ever got. I was getting ready to get this dude some work. He asked for it. He needed it. I was gonna give it to him. I was obliged to give it to him. And I'm going to do it. And it's an old timer. And he from here too. And he had got cool with me, been cool with me for some years. And he seen it. He seen it in my eyes. I'm already plotting. I'm already on the hunt. I'm ready to eat. And he called me. And I said, man, not right now. He said, no, let me holler at you, Bank. I said, not right now, man. He said, I need to holler at you right now. So I look at him again, and I'm looking back at my prey, and I look at him. He said, come here, let me holler at you. So I said, what's up, man? He said, what you getting ready to do? I said, man, I ain't. And you know what he said? He said, listen. I said, nah, man. Dude is, you know what I'm saying? He on some other, I can't take it no more. He said, he's a dummy. I said, he said, he's a fool. He said, now if you go hurt him, you a bigger fool than him. He said, when people act like that, he said, somebody is going to get him. It ain't got to be you. He said, come on here, drink with me, man. I said, nah, man. He said, come on, man. And I listened to him. And this is my good word. About a month later, Joker split his head open. You could almost see his brain cells. You understand me?
I was just about to finish.
And he got time, though. He just sent them all up in the mountains with the racist white folks. He had to be up there like 10, 15 years. That could have been me. See what I'm saying? Somebody, if they keep campaigning Ali, they going to get elected. Somebody going to get them. Just ain't got to be you. Why? Because you on a mission.
If they keep campaigning,
they get elected. Yeah, you campaign long enough, you get elected.
Yeah. I true that, you know.
You did, yeah.
Words powerful, like.
Believe that, man. So, yeah, man. So, you got to let people be them, man, because you gave up too much of your life not to be you.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
They understand when they get on the other side and take them direct orders. They understand. They understand, bro.
They be hurting. Yeah. They be over-exaggerating. And they just be doing anything. I caught an assault for asking a lieutenant. I go in, he picked me, line up, hey, come here, search. All right, cool, search, whatever. Boom, I'm in there. Boom, so I walk in there, I'm like, okay, hey, lieutenant, excuse me, there's 8 people here, man. I don't need all y'all looking at my ass, man. Can I get you alone? No, go! I'm like, God damn, man, I ain't doing that now. I ain't doing it, man, with 8 people.
Yeah.
One grab.
I know the count.
I'm like, all right, man. All right. Nah, but I'm mad.
Right.
So they like 8 deep. And lieutenant right there. I'm like, damn, so I get naked. I'm like, man, I'm trying to talk to them, though. Right. It's supposed to be one-on-one. What's going on? So I'm like, hey. Damn, this is crazy, but I gotta get mad because we ain't gonna do this way. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through stupid measures like, why you setting me up like this? I gotta take my drawers off. Damn, this is crazy. And I gotta throw it in his face. Huh, this what you want? And get whooped. Now I gotta get my one-on-one dress down.
Right.
Like, you gotta go through those kind of measures to stay man, or somebody will grab your ass.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He gone. Yeah. I saw it.
Yeah. And that's life, though. And that's life that you was forced to live because of the decisions you made. That's a life that I was forced to live because of the decisions that I made. But see, now, like I say, you in a generation. You got your books going on. You got your movie done. Man, you wrote how many books?
12. I wrote 12, man.
You're a certified author, man. Certified author. Yeah. You're a certified author.
They selling too,
yes,
man. They going though.
Yeah, you gotta promote that, man. You gotta promote your movie. You gotta sell your life story to somebody. Yeah. But you gotta be diligent in that. You got to go. You got to sell it.
Give it,
You got to sell
it.
It got to be heard. It got to be heard.
Yeah, I ain't much know you was gonna give it, but you give it though, man. You give it, man. Yeah. It's game. You know, a lot of people say it's money, but you know, we saying the wrong word because there's a game. You just said something. Yeah. I need to hear how to make it. Tell me the blueprint. Okay, the money. Yeah, that's the. Yeah. You see the royalty of it. Yeah. But the whole, you know, talking to me through the way. Yeah. Like, damn.
It's life, man. You
I need just one to just say, man.
You could get 1,000 no's, man, but it only count for the one yes. Right. Somebody, I can guarantee you. I'm gonna tell you this right there. You know, we on camera, right? So this is being filmed. I can tell you right now, somebody is gonna buy the rights to your life story. Whoa. Because it's that important. It's that important to the masses. It's that important for people to know that I could be here, I could do this, then I could go through that for doing this, then I could come out on the other side because I'm a winner. Right. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You're a winner. Right. You're a winner. And you're an intellectual.
Right. The journey.
Author of 12 books.
As a black man.
As a black man.
In America.
Did you write these? You was incarcerated?
Yes, I did.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Come on, every word. Amazon said the Hip Hop Black Republican Party, when you look it up, said this book could change the political climate of America. 5 stars. Yeah. So what I want you to answer this question. This is my final question for you. What can't you do? What can't you do? You wrote 12 books under extreme conditions. You authored 12 books under captivity. Come on, bro. You in freedom now. The world is yours.
Boy, you gonna say stop calling
me. The world is yours.
Call me. I need a speech, man.
Come. The world is yours.
Hey, not now, Zoe. I mean, just give me some. I need some gas.
Zo, the world is yours.
Bro. Let me go, man. I need some gas.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. My brother, man. Love, man. Man, listen, man. TBP Nation, man. I'm imploring y'all, man, to go follow this man. Follow his story. Is a lesson. It's a blessing in every lesson. You understand? He got a lot of blessings with him. Yeah. He full and rich of information. He full for his culture. He trying to feed the people of his homeland. Let's help this brother, man. Buy these books. Support him. Somebody out there gonna buy this movie, man. Whoever it is, man. Listen. Hey, they lay off, they pay off. We out here, man. TBP Nation, stand up, salute. We gone.
Get him in trouble.
Yeah.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.